hate to drop this in there as soon as the stream went live, but and it's not how we have to open, you know. But
But it
sometimes
is how it's
natural opens
going.
like this without an intro are nice. But drop that tweet right there, just to like give you a nightmare.
That's a creepy and creepy Pokemon. I've never been a fan of Giratina.
I was until now.
And the worst part is it's the nightmare Pokemon too.
Well, now it's living up to its name. It-
It's episode 43 featuring the nightmare Pokemon Giratina, the Snake Ting. I'm here with my boy Marlon Lamilt. We're cooking it up. How you doing?
I'm good. I just ate a lot of cake and I feel very sick. So I guess I'm not good. But I am good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good, but I'm not.
Uh, it's been a exasperating week. First, for me, I've been actually getting pretty hyped. You know, I finished Dragon Ball GT this week. Yeah, I've been going through that. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about that, and it's bad. Believe me, it is bad. But it's not all bad. You know, there are cool things about it. Super Saiyan 4 is still cool, I would say. But other than that, you know, all the characters are whack. So, but I bring this up because GT Goku was announced for Dragon Ball Fighters, and that's pretty exciting.
It like I don't know if that was sarcasm or
No,
not.
no, no. I think that's pretty cool because you get to see Kid Goku, who I think I'm a big fan of, and then hopefully
Why do, why does he have a staff like he's the best and only Goku that matters? It,
um
Dragon Ball. The only
It's
Goku I like.
probably because Dragon Ball Goku isn't gonna happen, and so they wanted to incorporate the staff in some version of Goku. I mean, realistically, in GT, the staff is like a item that they give to Son Goku, like, you know, the warrior from the myth, whatever. So I guess Goku always has it. It's like his trademark, I guess.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's a part of him. There's a what's it called? In part of the myth is that Son Goku always took the staff and he'd make it small and he'd hide it in his ear. So technically, if Goku's Son Goku, he could always have the staff and have it in his ear right now too. So, but that shit obviously isn't true.
No, I mean I guess it's just
I feel like whether, you know, the Kid Goku from Dragon Ball just wasn't gonna happen. It just wasn't gonna happen, you know. So this is kind of better than nothing. You get the GT move set. That could be pretty cool. We can get 10 times Kamehameha, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, hopefully at some point. That's like a couple supers or something. Level 3.
yeah, me I don't I guess all I can compare it to is maybe I'm viewing it differently because I know Dragon Ball fans love Goku, but if this was a Naruto fighter and there were like 4 or 5 Narutos, I'd be upset.
Oh yeah, but you know, I don't get to pick the DLC. So being upset about it after the DLC is already announced, is it?
But at the same time, I guess the other way to weigh it out is, I mean, if you finally get the Naruto you want, then I imagine you'd be happy, like, oh man, all these other Narutos are in the game, but like, you know,
Yeah,
I
that
got
could be
Sage
true.
mode.
It could
I
be
say,
like, imagine
you know,
if there was a
I,
One Piece game and you get to play as, you know, Gear 2 Luffy. It
with
could
the
be hype
gears,
for
I
you.
feel like those would be, yeah,
But I
yeah.
wouldn't want to play a full gear, like a version with just gears.
Oh, well, Gear
Like,
2 is my favorite Luffy, but like, I guess I picked Naruto instead of Luffy because, like, you know, we have Kid Naruto getting a Shippuden Naruto. You can get his what happened when the Four Tails or whatever Four Tails came
oh
out and he was in
yeah,
that one. You
the
could get
rage
that.
mode,
Yep. You could get Sage. You could get the
chakra
God mode,
mode.
whatever. Yeah. You can even get older. No, there's all of them. I stopped and said Sage. You notice I paused first before I said Sage. I had to stop and think I was like, which is my favorite Naruto? But at the same time, if we think back to what you said, Canada Cup, when you're describing it to Trey, I remember his name. See, I don't remember names. You know, I thought about, I was like, maybe young Naruto would be the best because you mentioned the scratching and the wrestling on. I was like, maybe that is the one I'd want in a game.
I mean,
Maybe.
He did it as Shippuden Naruto too, in the
True.
beginning. So you know
True.
that'd be one of them too. There'd be original Naruto or original Shippuden, because you know that's when he has all the whack moves. It's, level 3 would be what, Giant Rasengan, just as you know, a 3-man Giant Rasengan. And then you could get Sage Mode, and then you can get Sage Mode Chakra Mode, just Chakra Mode, and then Chakra Mode Sage Mode, and then he has that whatever form at the end with the 6 Sage 6 paths.
Because all those modes can't just be install supers or something. You know, it won't work. You know, they have
I feel like Sage Mode would have to get its own, but Chakra Mode into Chakra Mode Sage Mode is its own.
Yeah. Now, I laughed too because I was like, at the end of the day, much like the Goku situation, I wouldn't want a bunch of Narutos in the game, but I could still find something to like about them. But I stopped and I thought, I was like, but I definitely wouldn't want more than one Sasuke.
There are like 9 different Sasuke's. What do you mean? You already know what's gonna happen.
The only one I would want is the initial one, the one from the the Zabuza arc. Like after that, nothing. I don't.
And the worst part about Sasuke, oh man, he'd have so many choices. You could choose Sasuke from, you know, the original one with the outfit, then you have to choose the Taijutsu Sasuke when he switched up for Gaara, and then when he came back, then you have Curse Mark Sasuke. Naruto never had forms like that. Naruto didn't evolve in the beginning. Wow, I'm going off for Sasuke.
Nah, it's true. Like, I'd be upset because, like, if we got a Naruto fighter, I know they wouldn't use every version, but we'd get at least 2 or 3 versions of Naruto and Sasuke, and it'd be kind of upsetting.
Realistically, there'd be 2 versions of every character, but I guess
technically 2 versions of every character, and then multiply that by 2 again for Naruto, because that's exactly what Boruto would be. They would never be able to make him different enough where you'd be like, yeah, this is a viable pick. This is a character I'm going to use.
Don't kill me.
And I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know, they could add legacy characters. But oh, now I'm sad.
I just hope that if they're gonna include more GT characters, include Super 17, or don't include any other GT characters.
I mean, he got that fabulous long hair.
Yeah, man, Super 17, he was the best part of Dragon Ball GT. He just showed up, embodied everybody, and then died.
See, damn it! So you said that's why I'm sad. I said Neji. I was like, I guess as far as the Naruto fighting game would go, I'd need the roster to be based on the war. Nothing after that. You know, basically, it needs to be based on an arc where Neji's alive, because I would like to use Neji.
Nah, there's no way that they wouldn't. The only characters that they put in the game would be based on like fan likes, and Neji would be up there. Because there are too many characters in Naruto to base it off of the lore. No one would want to play as the Tsuchikage.
At the same time, though, with the way things work nowadays, you'd want to put whack characters in the base game, because if you try to sell whack characters as DLC, like, I don't see how it would work. I don't know the metric for tracking DLC, but I promise you, 1010 was DLC. That'd be the lowest selling DLC of any game at any platform of all time.
If they made 1010 OP, then she'd sell well. All they'd have to do is make her OP.
I don't even think I could bring it. I don't even think I could bring myself to do that.
I believe you. I feel like if you're getting washed by 1010, like if she's like literally destroying you, the best character in the game, you'll play 1010. You'll stop thinking about how whack she is. I feel like 1010 will. I feel like 1010 would be whack, or not whack. Sorry, would be OP just because her character's whack.
Just let me know though. Did I main Virgil?
Did you play Zero?
Listen here.
Did you play Zero?
Listen here. You think Zero is a better character than Virgil?
Yes.
Damn.
I think the best characters in this order: Phoenix is number 1. I think Zero is number 2, and I think that Morgan is number 3, and I think Virgil is number 4, and I think Doom is number 5.
I mean, none of those characters except for Zero, and I don't think Zero's the best character in the game.
You think Virgil's better than Zero?
I do. The stuff Zero can do on his own is ridiculous, I know, but I think Virgil's better.
It's hard to argue something in Marvel because both characters will just make it so you can't. It's impossible to block this incoming, and now you lose all your health. So like it's like the same thing. Which character can mix you up better? Who knows? Like Virgil, under some circumstances, Zero has good mix up too.
I don't even think it's a hot take to say, but I think it's okay to throw Dr. Doom in there. Not because of how he plays, but because, you know, at the same time, almost all his assists are viable. One could argue all 3 of his assists are viable, actually.
All 3 of his assists are viable.
So, I mean, like, damn. Doom is a great character.
Yeah,
like, he's a fantastic character. I say that because, like, I did want to talk about it.
Yep, Endgame,
as much of a segue if I talk about it. Not even Endgame. Yesterday, I mean, obviously Endgame would relate, but yesterday Disney officially acquired Fox, apparently.
Yeah, I heard that Disney's having like 4,000 layoffs.
It's time, you know. Yeah, it's a scary future. Disney does, in fact, end up owning everything because then it's like there's no variety and everything's controlled by this one place. It's just in this situation, man, you know, we might actually finally get a decent Fantastic Four movie. We have no choice because they're gonna go to Galactus after Thanos. They have to.
I heard that we're getting some Doctor Doom and Endgame as a rumor at the end.
I'd be okay with that.
I bring this up because I don't believe it, but I think the idea that people, it's like one day after this acquisition, and people are like, oh, rumor time, let me throw this around. This sounds likely, right? But I think that's pretty funny.
I would love for there to be something random at the end. Like, you know, I know the Galactic Marvel Universe, it got halted a bit, you know, when they fired James Gunn because he was supposed to be in charge of most of that. Now he's back. So, I mean...
Well, the best thing for them to do right now is to introduce Super Skrull.
It's possible. It's possible.
And then the Super Skrull introduction leads to Fantastic Four origins, but it's not necessarily... Like, maybe we get a Fantastic Four Origins movie that doesn't tell their entire story again, because I am not trying to see...
We do need the Fantastic Four in that... Yeah. If I'm being real with you, I'd take just like Marvel 3, I'd take Super Skrull over all 4 of them. It's just, we need not even Reed Richards, we need his brain, you know? We need him to be genius, because, like, we're definitely losing Tony Stark. I
want them to... If they're gonna lead anywhere, oh my goodness, I want them to go right into the Illuminati. That's how it. That's
without Tony Stark, huh?
No. I mean, that's how Tony Stark should go. They end up going into the Illuminati, then, you know, they can do a movie spin and take out Tony Stark. They have they now have acquired all the characters to do it, and they can include it in a way that's like kind of, except for, I mean, Namor, but.
Or Fox was what was holding back Namor, so I mean that's possible now too.
Yeah, but I mean they've just been disrespecting that character for years. I've been.
Yeah, but no better way to spite DC than to, you know, just bring out Namor after they did Aquaman.
True.
Which I feel like Marvel stays, you know, they not even, maybe it wasn't Marvel, maybe it was Disney, but they're like, oh, James Gunn, we fired you and you're working on Suicide Squad 2 for DC, huh? How about you come back to Marvel? Like that. So now
yeah, he went and got that intel.
He got
that inside job when he Yeah, James Gunn with the inside job. And
And because they asked it, they were like, "Oh, well, isn't James Gunn doing Suicide Squad 2?" They're like, "Oh no, rest assured, he will begin Guardians 3 after he's done Suicide Squad 2." Everyone's like, "This guy's really getting the intel." Marvel, like, oh man.
Undercover brother, yeah, James Gunn.
Oh my god. They really with Endgame though, I guess I am excited for whatever happens at the end credits. I will say maybe Tony Stark won't die. I see Captain America dying no matter how you spin it. Like I don't see it being spun any other way. I don't know if Tony Stark will die, but Robert Downey Jr. will step away from the role, and that his character is still going to exist in universe, but he's taking a back seat. Captain America's dead though. He big.
All right, you putting money on it? How confident you feeling?
I'm pretty damn confident, actually. No, pretty confident. I don't know about the Tony Stark part, but I'm pretty confident that Iron Man. That Captain America's dying. You can throw this in here too, in case you want. Let the stream know. That's also an not Infinity War. Sorry, an Endgame spoiler.
I've never been so disappointed.
Oh man.
I look like a reboot.
But what I will what I will say is for now that's unknown. What we do need to talk about is because we got lucky, you know. I think it's a holiday in Japan. That's why all these Jump chapters came out early. Certain things about this week's Hero and certain things about this week's One Piece stood out to me. I'll start with the fact that it feels like it's been like 12 years since we've seen Zoro do anything. So this was nice. I didn't need to see him get stabbed, but like...
yeah, but Zoro didn't take no real damage, and he didn't have his sword.
No real damage. I know.
He didn't have this sword, and this man snuck him. I can't believe this man snuck him while he was battling another man. Come on, what a scumbag!
It just. Also, Big Mom's definitely gonna get to the prison area and just body Queen. Like I can see all of that happening.
Yeah, I can't believe Big Mom's about to defect to becoming a good guy. I can't believe it. Imagine. Oh, okay. This is gonna be so wild. We spent this entire almost 2 years in this Big Mom thing, and she's literally about to just flip sides.
Amnesia's weird. You know her memory's gonna come back at the worst possible
time. Her memory's gonna come back, and then she's gonna be a good guy. I'm telling you. She's gonna defect. She's gonna remember everything. She's gonna be like, oh, you guys were kind to me.
No, but after everything that Luffy and them did?
The little girl, Otama, is going to change her feelings.
I mean, I wouldn't even be mad, I guess, because at first they set it up like, hey, Luffy's gonna defeat all these Yonko, but like, yo, man, he already went through Whole Cake Island. I really don't want to backtrack and have him have to go fight Big Mom. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's the exact reason why it has to happen that way, because he's not gonna fight her again, unless they do some type of respect thing where she's like, all right, let's actually go.
Which I hope they don't, because sure, it'd be nice if Luffy conquered all them, but like, and you can tell me, hey man, that's you know what you signed up for, but I'm just thinking of anything possible that helps the story move forward. I don't. I'm trying to reach to the end here, you know.
And the worst part is, it feels like now we're beginning to develop Sanji. They're like, all right, now it's time to finally develop his arsenal of abilities.
I just want to get to the end. No disrespect to Oda, obviously, but you know we all got limited time on this earth. You know, get us there, man. Get us there. I don't know, man. Because what is it now? We're in 2019. We're in Wano. 2025 will roll around, and One Piece won't be done. So, or maybe it will actually. You know what? That's a strong thing to say. You know what? I retract that statement. I'm not entirely sure. Good news is, whenever a chapter ends in a way that I like, I expected to say One Piece will be on break. It is not on break next week. Unfortunately, both Dr. Stone and Haikyuu are on break, and that just man.
Tonight was actually my night to catch up on Haikyuu and The Promised Neverland. Oh, and by the way, I'm on episode 9 of Mob Psycho season 2, so I just finished it.
So you saw episode 5.
Episode 5, yeah, the explosion episode.
Inside the world, when he was inside. Yep, Mogami and that. Man, I love that episode.
The whole episode was just showing off the episode.
It looked beautiful. It was done like a movie, and like by the end of it, he's just like, he looks at the girl, like, "Oh, you really like that?" And she's like, "Yep." And I was like, "Oh," but it's a lesson from Mob. He really does believe everyone can change, and she's trying to change too. But also that everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this episode." Low-key, I kind of love first episode of season 2 more than anything. When he's like, he's trying to keep things that are important to him, and he's trying to pick up the girls, the story that she wrote and everything.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
I thought that was great.
I like at the end the girl who I don't even.
Yeah, Tsubomi. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to elaborate on that because she hasn't shown interest at all. She's not best girl at all.
Yeah, well, because that was the thing, right? That I feel like that was a part of the reason why initially at the beginning of the series, Mob didn't care about his powers, because when they were kids, she was impressed by his powers, and then she's like, all right, whatever. Which, just be like that. That is how it goes. But what I also like was the episode, where everyone finds out Reagan's a fraud, and he just looks at Mob and he's like, "Did you know?" And he says he's always known, and I was like, "Oh, you gonna say it?" And he just said, "I knew that you're a good person," and that hit, man. It hit. Obviously, the action, everything's nice and all that too, but since you're on episode 9 now,
that was one of my favorite episodes too.
What happened with 9 again? Episode 9.
Episode 9 is the episode where they introduce the Sasuke's voice actor.
Oh, so then I guess we could say this right here.
I think I'm at the exact point where what's his name? Teiyu? What's his name?
Teru.
Teru, where he gets bodied. But I already saw that already.
That's what I was gonna say. So my man Hanazawa, is he is my guy a jobber? Just be honest with me, because that's okay.
I want you to know, as soon as I learned like this was kind of similar to One Punch Man, as in the main character is like super OP, right? All the other characters had to be jobbers. All the other good guys, they can't be good, because somebody has to lose to show how strong the enemy is, right? So, yeah, he's a jobber. I do like how he held Ritsu's hand though. When Ritsu was trying to pop off in the first season, he was like, nah. He was like, slow down, son. Slow down.
And Dimple might actually be the best.
I like Dimple a lot. Dimple is based. Dimple has a heart. I like him a lot. He's a good guy.
I very much like Dimple. I guess like it's no secret that I like Mob more than One Punch Man, but One Punch Man also doesn't have a Reagan. Like, it doesn't have a Reagan type character. It needs that. It absolutely needs that. But no. What was I gonna say? It leaked, but I guess these things happen. The main or lead director or whatever told people to take it down off of Twitter, but the word is out there. There is a second Hero Academia movie.
Ooh.
Now that's what I thought. I was like, ooh, and then I saw the release date, and they're like, this winter. I was like, oh, which means when they say this winter, it means January, February 2020. and it's most likely going to be February 2020. And I was like, I can't be excited anymore. Because stupid me, stupid all us fans thought, hey man, they took a year off between season 3 and 4 because, you know, they realized the movie and season 3 altogether just affected the quality of third season. I was like, yo man, this season 4 is about to look real nice. You know, Yakuza are gentle. It's all going to look real nice. And it's like, hey, there's a movie again.
Nah, you're gonna have to. Yo, Kirishiba's
That
fights
culture
better
festival
look.
is going to look ugly. Like,
Yeah, Kirishiba's fights about to look like Dragon Ball Super.
oh man. Oh my god, Mirio will actually look like Tintin. He might even look like Lucas.
Oh no, Mirio's gonna be bad. Oh
Uh,
no.
like-
Sun Eater's gonna be bad. Oh no,
It's
he's in the skirt too. You know he's gonna look poorly done.
Like, they obviously still have more time to work on season 4 than they did season 3. So it will, for the most part, look good. It's just that the problem is now, it could be front-loaded. The Yakuza arc could look great. And then that second half of the season, that Gentle stuff, it's going to look whack. And it hurts because Gentle vs. Deku is still the best fight in the series.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like they might underplay that moment in the anime. I feel like that could be a moment that they cheap out on.
It's a shame because it's a fight where Deku wins without hurting, like breaking anything. You know, it has the best choreography. Like, just
Yeah, I feel like just
I'd be
because
upset.
like it's not necessarily the biggest plot point in the story
it's
that
not.
that they could cheap out on it in favor of like going ham in, like you said, the Yakuza arc or nah, that's sad.
It's real sad, man. It's real sad because I'm obviously gonna be in the theater to watch the damn movie. I know I am. It's just I'd be okay if we didn't get another movie so soon. Hell, I didn't think we'd be getting another movie so soon. They're really cashing in on the popularity, but like, I could have
wonder if,
waited.
Yao Ruzu is gonna be prominent in this one too.
They're definitely not gonna let another movie go by without Froppy, whether we want her or not. They ain't letting another movie go by without her. But screw the movie stuff because apparently this movie may not even be canon. The first one at least was a little canon.
Let me ask one question. When the first movie came out, what part of the anime were we at?
Oh, so the movie takes place in between season 2 and 3, so right before the summer training camp.
Is when this movie takes place, or the first?
The first movie. That's what I'm saying with this movie. People we're hearing it might not be canon because Hori's not writing anything. I think he's just supervising and doing character design, and I can understand it not being canon because where the hell is it gonna fit in during season 4?
Yeah.
Maybe I guess right after the Yakuza arc, which would suck because then Deku, you know, he ain't got the gloves. He ain't shooting at 20%. Like it's just, it's nothing. It's nothing to me. You know, so I would rather just have a really good-looking season because Bones, watching them especially this past Monday's Mob episode 11, I would rather Bones just make all that season of Hero Academia look beautiful than a movie. I don't know. I don't really want a movie, but I'm not gonna sit here and dwell on the the potentially non-canon stuff. What I want to talk about is that there are 12 high-end Nomus. There are 12, I guess technically 11 now, because, Endeavor did what he had to do. Except the problem is, what he did and what he had to do was barely enough. And there's 11 more of these, whatever you want to call them. I'm
I wonder what type of quirks
very
they
excited.
have.
So do I. I'm very... 11 high ends.
In-
Ganto Makia or whatever that big nigga is. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I've been waiting to talk about this. In terms of what I would like to see, I would like to see this go away where Shigaraki kind of can gain the favor of Giganto Makia and then gain the favor of the Doctor, and then they could go into their Shippuden after that.
Oh, well, we know he already gains the favor of the Doctor because, so everything that's happening right now, remember it's taking place a month before the high-end fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I like how they had Dabi notice the high end that he uses against Endeavor. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. So, and he does, and I knew the doctor's name was going to be Ujiko, or the name he gives them, because when Dabi, was leaving, once, what's her name? Mirko, the rabbit chick, showed up at the Endeavor fight, and he's like, he said Ujiko or whatever, and then the sludge came and it teleported him away. I was like, this doctor's going to be named Ujiko or whatever. And that was cool. So, we know that they definitely gained the favor and everything. So once we see Shigaraki again in present time, I'm expecting, I'm ready. I'm ready for him to be godlike. Bless you. But
Thank you.
what was it? It's what everyone thought and what we all kind of knew. The doctor is the doctor from the very first chapter.
Yeah.
We knew. So people were, all paranoid, and they are thinking, yeah, man, Deku's quirk. He took Deku's quirk. I still think Deku was quirkless. But that doctor in his position is definitely how probably got all for one quirks. Just lie to the parents to be like, yeah, your kid has nothing. Take that quirk, and yeah. Like, there's for a 14-page chapter, usually, when I see these 14-page chapters, I'm like, damn, Hori's dying for real. But, there was a lot of info. That full spread page with all 12 high-end Nomus was good too, but, there's so much to grasp. Like, that, that sludge quirk, the teleport. All for One had that when All Might beat his ass, So, how did that get to the doctor? What, there's a lot of wondering. There's quite a bit, and I'm very excited.
The doctor can probably make copies of people's quirk. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's his quirk that...
Yeah, there's so many questions. I'm so excited, and I'm so mad that we wasted 5 months on Class 1A versus 1B. I'm happy that's over. I'm happy we're free. This is what I was waiting for. This is definitely this is what I want. And mind you, what are we at now? We're 3 villain chapters now. I haven't complained once. I'm happy. Obviously, I'm down to see the students again, but man, I like the villains. I like the doctor just pretty much saying, "Yo, fam, you're in your 20s and you're just you're a waste of space." That was good. That was good. I would in the fighting game topic anyway, I like to make fun of Shigaraki, but I'd probably main Shiggy in a fighting game. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how he'd work. It'd be weird because his ability's supposed to be one touch, one kill. But I would main him because he's in the One Justice game, and that game I guess doesn't really count. But I would main him. I would absolutely main him. What I do want from this arc, and I'm gonna ask you the same question: what you want from the arc, because I assume what we want is different things. I want to know what the hell Spinner's quirk is.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a long time too. Just Spinner. I don't feel like his quirk can be anything OP at this point because it's been so long. If they reveal it as being something that's can be game changing, there's so many moments where he could have used it before, and he was. So you're telling me that he was just basically jobbing for the sake of point? I'd rather them just say his quirk has something to do with that weapon. Maybe he can make weapons appear out of nowhere, or I don't know.
Because I'm not gonna sit here and believe that the whole league knows about his quirk, and it's really OP, and they never used it once. I could live with it being that he never shared his quirk or anything, or he told them he didn't have one or something, and he does have one. Whatever, I don't know, but I'm not gonna be oh yeah, man, this guy, his quirk's really good. He just never got a chance to use it because during Camino, Gran Torino came, kicked that nigga in his head, and nah, I'm not gonna believe that.
And I feel if his quirk is he has the powers of a lizard and he can do something like turn invisible, that's bullshit because he should have used that a long time ago too. I wouldn't accept that. If he could turn invisible, I'm not accepting that. Because that's a useful quirk, and that just means that Horikoshi doesn't like the power of invisibility because he doesn't know how to make them.
Well, you say that, but remember, we haven't gotten a character in the series yet that can use invisibility. We don't have an invisible character in the series yet.
Yep. Thank you for saying that.
We don't have an invisible character yet.
When that quirk is revealed, I'm sure that person will be OP. Maybe they'll do something
Very useful.
like flashlight off of their skin or something.
And it'd be cool. I really hope that they actually remember that they're invisible, and maybe they're like a stealth hero instead of someone that makes noise. But we'll see, right? We'll see. Um, what I do hope though is like, what if Spinner is quirkless, and we're at the point now where Alpha One and the Doctor, they're just tossing out quirks. I don't know, give him something, because I feel like Spinner. I think why I'm hyping up Spinner so much is, and it's okay for you to tell me to stop, and we could move to a different topic. It's just I feel like Spinner. Every student's gonna need a rival, and Spinner could be someone for Ida. I don't know. I just give my guy something. It just.
Yo, that's facts. That's actually. Wow.
Spinner recognized them, one that ruined Stain. Let Ida do something.
Okay, you know what? I could be on board with that. Spinner follows Stain's ideology, and then Ida
Ida's trying to stop it
opposes
out.
Stain's ideology entirely.
And then
Yeah.
Dobby versus versus Todoroki versus Shoto or whatever, I guess, because they're both technically Todoroki. We already know Deku and Shigaraki gonna fight. Bakugo,
Well, who's Bakugo's enemy?
I'm not sure. Kurogiri, the Black Man's dude, ain't really it. We already know Kirishima's gonna reach his peak manliness and somehow fight Giganto Maki. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but that's whatever. Ori did say that usually he doesn't let popularity of a character influence what he does with them, but he did say that Froppy and Toga have bigger roles because he realized that people really do like them. So I'd imagine maybe it's Froppy versus Toga.
Nah, it's Uraraka versus Toga.
I hope not. I hope
it
not,
has to
because
happen that
Uraraka
way.
being main girl, why does her rival have to also be a girl?
Well, I think
this
it's
played out a little
because Toga took over Uraraka, like she copied her. So I think that kind of Uraraka needs payback in like a manga sense. Like she needs to fight her back. They never had they never finish that confrontation.
If anything, Uraraka did better in that confrontation than Froppy did. If anything, I feel like Froppy should go do a run back. I just want to see more from Froppy, because right now her character is, as they stated in the teachers versus students thing, that hey, she doesn't really have any weaknesses. She's just there to help. Give her a weakness. Make something happen. Outside of it's winter, it's cold. I meant character flaws. Give her some character flaws. Make something like even the Yakuza arc. They all came out of it with something except for her. Uraraka had her new goal. She wants to save people. This and that. Deku obviously. Night I died. That nigga dead. Kirishima had stuff going on. Like everyone came out with something. Froppy was just kind of there.
I feel like it's kind of hard to say that she doesn't have any weaknesses, because like she doesn't really do much. she doesn't really do much. Like when it comes to like those big fights, she sits in the back. Like she hasn't really gotten involved in anything like substantial. When it came to her test, they won in a very questionable way. And like her and Tokiomi. Or Tsukimi.
Yeah, I'm just basing it off of that, because like in that same test, that's what they said, where it's like they're the test was supposed to exploit students' weaknesses. They're like, well, for a student like Froppy, who has no real glaring weaknesses, it's more of a test of how well she can keep her calm demeanor and whatnot. I'm like, that's cool and all, but like, I don't know, just something else. Give me something else. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just not buying into the Froppy hype.
I'm not. I'm with you.
Uraraka's my girl, but like I'm not.
I'm not buying into it either. I don't believe in the Froppy hype.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold. When people were complaining that she wasn't in the movie, I was like, I don't really see an issue.
Why? So she can just sit in the back and shoot eggs out and call orders?
Be like, hey guys. No, the movie wouldn't happen if she was there. Be like, hey guys.
Oh, she would have definitely been like, let's leave it to the heroes. Then she would have cried about it.
Let's leave it to the heroes, guys. Or else we're no better than those villains. People start getting killed because people are getting shot in the movie. Someone gets shot in front of them, and Froppy's like, "Well, guys, remember, you can't help them. All right, That's villain behavior. Like I don't know. She was in the movie though, wasn't she?
Yeah,
They were
she
like
was
in the
just
hotel
in.
room or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, she was chilling. She was
Well,
worrying.
who really wasn't in the movie was Eraserhead. That nigga was nowhere in that movie. Like literally nowhere.
What's going on?
Too.
Why hello.
Hello, gentlemen. How's it going?
Good. We're just. It's Thursday. You know what time it is. The people know what time it is.
Yep, it's that podcast time. How you doing?
I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys do your thing, but I want to say some things and talk actually about a particular game. But please continue, and then
Well, no. If you'd like, if it's hey man, we talk about games here too. What were you gonna say?
Not to flex, but I'm gonna flex anyways. So your boy just got his tax return, and I'm gonna be buying Sekiro tonight.
Okay, so that's
I
that.
misread that. Yeah, I heard flex, and I thought you were gonna say Fexel. Like make
No, that's
play on
next week.
words.
That's next week. That's next week. That's next week.
Yeah,
Nah, so like your boy, I didn't know. I just got home just now and checked the mail and I got my tax return. So I was like, okay, well, I've been looking into Sekiro for a little bit. Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
And I've been like thinking, I'm like, fudge, like this game actually looks really good, but like the price point is like it's a little steep still. I'm not gonna lie, But then yeah, your boy just got tax return today, and I'm like, shit. I guess I'm gonna be buying the game tonight.
Jeez.
You just reminded me, man. I gotta do my taxes. Let me start it right
Sekiro,
now. Actually.
Sekiro is kind of cool, and the one thing that I'm hearing a lot is a lot of what people will say you should play Demon Souls like that slow style is really not what to expect from Sekiro. So I think someone who hasn't played a lot of Demon Souls will do pretty well.
Let me tell you this. So remember, here, hold on a second, because Bloodborne kind of had some classes to a certain degree that made you play very like it changed your speed type in terms of like how like your mobility was like. Hold on a second. What was it called again? I think it was the the agile, the warped twin blades. Who's calling me? Oh shit. Hold on, sorry, give me 1 second.
All right.
I mean that we're discussing Sekiro next. Then, while Roshan does his thing, I know the studio it's by. I've never played any of their games, but you have.
Mm.
Would you like to give some context on that?
Which studio is it by?
Is it not done by From Software?
Oh, I actually haven't looked into Sekiro at all. I've only seen people tweet about it. I've never even seen a trailer. And to be honest, the only reason why I haven't looked into it is because I really can't afford it to buy it right now, and I would rather not get myself hyped. But I know that when summertime comes, I'll probably pick it up.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't particularly enjoy, the From Software games, so I was gonna hand it off to you. You can explain, like, I don't know, just give me a From Software overview. I don't know, explain why people love this stuff. For me,
what it is it's I like that you can kind of create your own character, take this character on like this crazy journey that keeps repeating itself over and over and over again, and then like kind of do something that is like a little challenging, and you could do it with like your friends. And then they also add like an aspect of it that's like I would say competitive and like salt inducing. Like the aspect that I probably like the most is the fact that you can get invaded, and when you get invaded, like people don't want to die. People will do whatever it takes to try and kill you, and it's annoying as hell, but I think that aspect is like funny to me. It's enjoyable because like they'll try really hard, man. They'll get to the end of their lifeline, and then they'll just start running away. They'll camp the hell out of you. They'll run into behind like a enemy, and the enemies won't attack them because they come in as invaders. But if you go near them, now it's a 2v1. Like, people are wild. People get mad salty.
And now this isn't all their games though, right? Like
every single last one.
Demon Soul, all of them?
All of them have invasions, yeah. It's a staple. Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, all of them. And I would expect the same thing from Sekiro.
Sorry about that. My family just like chats so long, man.
Sure, it's okay.
That's all right. It's all right. I mean, we're professionals at what we do. We know how to discuss while we wait. You were speaking about Sekiro. Get it?
Yeah. So what I was saying. So there's like I don't know. Have you played the Bloodborne demo or beta? Did you play it when it was out?
That's a Mike question.
Yes, Mike.
I finished Bloodborne. Yeah.
No, not the game itself. Like, did you play like the demo or beta?
Is it different from the main game? Because I mean, if Mike beat the game,
well, like they kind of separated it into like different classes, so to speak. So like it was just basically armor types, but like there was one type of armor that you could put on that helped make your movement like a lot more faster. So like there was like you didn't actually roll, like you kind of like did like a dodge, I guess you could say, or like a glide dodge, or I don't know how you'd really say that, but like Sekiro is kind of going more into that route there, and like that's kind of how like they're making the game more fast paced. So basically, a lot of the fast pacedness that you had to some degree in like Bloodborne, like they're kind of bringing that back and like increasing it even more in Sekiro. And what I like too is like it's like Sekiro, it's like a combination of Tenchu, one of my favorite like From Software type games, and then like Bloodborne in terms of like combat mechanics.
Yeah. From what I've seen, I like how they're doing like the bosses. The bosses look epic, but I've been trying not to look too deeply just because.
I've been on media blackout only, not even like purposely. It's just that like I just didn't really want to try and spoil anything of the game for me, so that's why I was just like, yeah, nah, fuck that.
Well. Yeah, the game looks sick. Are you picking it up right now? You install it?
I didn't purchase it yet. I'm gonna see what the price is right now on CD keys and other places and do comparisons.
True. Yeah, so we were just talking about anime. I know that OVA for what's that arcade show called again?
You mean High Score Girl?
Oh, wait.
High Score Girl.
You just reminded me. Damn,
Season
I need
2.
to watch that.
You should go watch that. Season 2 got announced.
Yeah.
Let's see how much. Oh, $71 right now?
Oh, and also, I'm pretty sure this time next week we'll have something very interesting to talk about. It'll be Persona or Sega Festival. I'm pretty sure it's on the 26th.
Fest?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on the 26th. And let me go double check right now. It could be a bunch of stuff. I know that Sega's been dropping a lot of surveys, and they've been purposely omitting Jet Set Radio, so we know what it's not, but... it's March 30th. Never mind. It's 2 weeks from now. Sad boys.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how that's like though with Sekiro. I'm gonna be streaming it quite a bit this weekend too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it's good, and it keeps your attention. You can keep playing.
Yeah, that's pretty much like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I know nothing about the game. I get it confused a lot with Sword or Ghost of Tsushima. I get them confused.
I'm actually surprised. Like, well, for you, Marlon, I can kind of understand because I'm assuming you're probably not as invested with like the Soulsborne games. But for you, Harriet, I'm surprised you're not really showing much. Like, have you seen much about the game at all?
No,
like,
not really. I was talking about this while you were gone, but I've been like in school and stuff, so I can't really like pay attention to like a lot of games. So
true.
I'm not really. When it comes to that game, I've actually was kind of not really trying to pay attention just because I don't want to really get into it and then, you know, distract myself.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
I feel that.
And then, as you know, like Mike said, while you weren't here, he said that. What I said was exactly what you said. The From Software series, the Souls games, it's not really me, so I don't know anything about Sekiro. I don't know, but I don't actually know anything about it.
Yeah.
Even if I did, it came out way too close to Devil May Cry 5, because that's pretty much, if I'm playing a single player game, even though I already beat it, I only got like 20% of the trophies. Bloody Palace DLC comes out for free. Like, I'm gonna be playing that until what comes out. I can probably ride that out and then play some fighting games until Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yo, so actually, since you mentioned fighting games, when are we gonna run our Sakura mirrors?
Oh, I'm back to playing Fury.
Oh
Back
yeah.
to playing Jury.
Interesting.
Didn't you see final round? Don't you mean you're back to playing Karen? Trying to get those hit
I
confirms?
thought you were gonna say, did you see the video you posted yourself?
Don't
that-
kill it.
That. Oh man, I was in
Minus
disbelief.
199. I'm never gonna forget that. He landed, you hit him with the medium kick, and then as soon as you canceled the super, Akuba was plus, he was hit, and he said plus 199. I was like, wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Basically, what it came down to, Roshan, is
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you're a masochist, you're a masochist, you know? But I guess a better answer would be, I don't even like Street Fighter V Jury. I don't. I really don't.
So would
It
you say you're
just-
forcing yourself?
I like Jury.
On the
That's all I
topic
did.
of Street Fighter V, I have a serious question.
Go for it.
I was watching the final round this weekend, and you know, congratulations to Punk for winning. But I realized that I honestly have no idea how to play that game, because I'm watching what's happening, and I'm like, how does one person condition somebody in a game like
As
this?
volatile.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way to ever really know. Like, how can you know what? I don't know. There are too many options in that game that I think are random.
I guess there are two answers to that question.
So like,
First
how
answer?
how would I know? How do you go about like conditioning somebody in a game at the beginning,
Well,
right?
They're
How
both
can
really
you?
bad answers. I'm not gonna lie to you. One is when you know, and the other answer is you don't. In a game as volatile as this, you can condition your opponent all you want. It's just that the way the game presents things to you, the way offense works and the way defense works, it will always encourage you to take risks. So if you condition your opponent, it's more so that they're afraid to even do anything. It's not so much that you did it. If that makes any sense. The game is so volatile that I don't think you can. Now, when I say that and then you see what Punk did, it makes it sound like I'm lying, but it's just, in a perfect world, Momochi doesn't always get washed like that. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's not something everyone can do, or maybe you can. Maybe just pick a good character. 'Cause
Like,
you already know you like Ed, you like Vega, you like Falk. I don't know.
Say it. Say the last one. I like who else?
Colleen's great though. I'm not gonna say
Who
I don't like
else?
Colleen.
Yeah. No. What's her name?
Laura. I know.
Cammy's pretty
No,
good.
Steve, I'm not gonna say Laura because season 2 happened. You know.
But we're in season 3.8.
So you right. 3.8. You right. This don't feel like a 4. This don't feel like a 4.
What, season 4? This is definitely not a season 4.
I can't. The thing that's like the craziest about Street Fighter is like I'm watching what's happening, and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna keep watching Street Fighter because I'm becoming more curious as to like how these players can stay so consistent in a game like this, because they must be really good. Like,
The best example I say is, or I point out is Smog, or not. Sorry, not Smog. Punk.
that's what I'm talking about. He's who I'm talking about in particular. Like, he is really good because this game is crazy hard. It's easy to get blown up, and then boom, you're gone. And he takes everything mad slow. He takes his time. It's crazy good. And like after final round, the way he dismantled Momochi, 6 games, it's hard to dispute it.
Yeah, it was pretty free.
It just, I don't know, man. Just sometimes play, and it's weird because with Street Fighter 5, there's times where you feel like you are in control, and then just times where you're like, I don't know what I could have done. Like, you're like, what just happened? And it's stupid because that feeling can still be there even if it's a match that you won. Where one matches and I'm like, what just happened? It's so weird. It's so hard to explain, and what's more upsetting is that I think this is what they wanted. This is what Shige, Ono, Peter Rosas. I think that's what they wanted.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, there was some talks a little while back. Something about how they didn't like seeing the same types of players, and they wanted to see more upsets from like unknown players and shit like that. And I gotta say, Street Fighter 5 has definitely done that. It has definitely done that. A great example would be actually Punk. Going back to Punk, his first showing was at that Rebel Proving Grounds event.
Yep, in 2016.
Guy, he watched everybody. Tokido was at that tournament. Freaking Justin Wong was at that tournament.
Wait, that's not a good example because, as we know, Punk is just really good at fighting games.
Yeah, I know, but to be fair, he's been playing since 4. But like his blowout never really came through until 5, though. But like when
no, that's the thing though. But like, we know he's not bad at BlazBlue Tag. He didn't care about Dragon Ball Fighters, but he wasn't at.
He's
he's
good
not
at Marvel
bad
Infinite.
At fighting games. He's good at Marvel. Yeah, he's just good at fighting games.
But yeah, there are a couple other players. You know, I feel like Nephew is a player that kind of came up in Street Fighter 5. You know, there's a.
You even say the cross Tekken players, really.
Oh, true.
So Cool Kid, JB, those guys like.
Tampa
Or it
Bison.
could be that they were always good and it's just no one paid enough attention across Tekken. But
I would say, actually, I don't know if I want to say.
Tampa Bison was always good. I feel.
Oh yeah, he was solid in 4. No, even 4. He started. 4 was kind of where he got like his
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gig or showing.
yeah, I don't know. I'll never know where I'm at with this game. Like I've booted it up 2 nights in a row for the first time in I don't know how long, but I did it.
But what did you do?
Just trying to get the feel again with training mode. My game disconnected from the CFN while in training mode.
The classic.
Told me all I needed to know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I looked at the character select screen. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I just need to play a character that makes me as happy as Jury. And I hovered over Felt.
Oh no.
I hovered over Felt.
Didn't you say happy?
I did. I
dangerous,
just went back
man.
to Jury. I do like Falk. I do. But I also liked Manat. But like, character's just not for me. It's not for me. I can like a character and just it's not for me. Jury is for me. I come to that conclusion and I have to accept it. I have to live with it. I absolutely have to live with it. At the end of the day, though, hey man, play what you play, you make it work. Jury sucks, but shout out to Just a Kid. He's literally just a kid. He's like 17, 18 years old. Jury player. He made top 32 at Final Round, I believe. He eliminated Mena. Good kid. Good kid. Gentleman Thief was also there, which I didn't know Gentleman Thief was black. That's always cool. That's nice. I had never seen Gentleman Thief until then.
I don't know.
Both jury players I named are both black.
Oh.
Which, you know, I'm rooting for anyone who's black.
That's fair.
That Marlon Milk guy is black.
If you went out to tournaments, maybe somebody would root for you.
And if that nigga even went out to locals about tournaments, Marlon doesn't leave the house.
What's a house?
And then you're the inverse. Yeah, you're always out and about.
Yeah, I said no. It's a house.
Yeah. Man. Hey, man. Well, hopefully things, you know, in the coming months kind of balance out. It sucks because last year, when you went to Combo Breaker, I was like, yeah, man, I'd like to go too, but life just kept hitting. Now, in theory, I could go to Combo Breaker, but like, I just don't have the drive. I don't have it in me.
Well, I mean, it's a little different. I'm going for different reasons. I'm not.
You're going for different. Exactly. You're not going to compete. I would go to compete and obviously meet some friends that I haven't either seen in a while or just never actually got the chance to meet. But I ain't got the drive, and I definitely don't have the drive.
I think you need to start going back to locals first before you consider even traveling anywhere.
I should start playing fighting games before I start considering traveling anywhere. I really haven't, like, I'll get home and read manga, play on my Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I played Smash. I ain't gone to a Smash local.
Oh no.
I wouldn't never.
I need to get my internet fixed up before I can do anything. Like, I have friends that I want to play online with, be it in Smash, Street Fighter, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even play Apex properly. I really want to play more Apex, but I gotta get this whole internet situation ironed out. I don't know. But
Having bad internet is the worst thing ever.
It is, except the problem is you could have the best internet in the world. It's not gonna fix the CFN.
Yep, you're talking to someone that has gigabit speed internet.
CFN don't care. They just don't care. Anyway, we hit like what, an hour and some change now? Where we're at?
Oh yeah, an hour 2 minutes.
Oh damn! It literally in some change. Well, you know, because usually I'm used to just starting now. But we made it here. Anything either of you want to throw in? Because I mean,
Nah.
No, not really myself. Just other than, you know, be sure like to support Incendium Gaming. We basically do a lot of like FGC events. We have 3 different venues that we host weeklies at, or bi-weeklies, I should say, throughout the week. Wednesdays is our Shockwave bi-weeklies. That's at Waves E Gaming in Vaughan, Ontario. And then on Thursdays we host Super Steel City Fight Nights. That's up in Hamilton. Every Thursday we do that. And then Fridays bi-weekly we also do Hyper Fight Night. That's in Mississauga, and like all 3 venues do like a slew of different types of games. So like, you know, one venue may focus more on like anime, another venue might focus more on Capcom fighting games, more so Street Fighter, and yeah, the list kind of just goes on from there. But yeah, we basically try to cater to all different types of needs within each of these different venues, based off of what the community likes in those locations, and then we go from there. Other than that, our 2 big events that we have coming up are Get On My Level, which is a collaboration of work that we're doing with Even Matchup Gaming. That is happening on May the 17th to May 19th. It's a 24-hour venue, and we're also going to be doing like a bunch of tournaments inside of the exhibition grounds, which is like a pretty big feat for Toronto. So if you, this is open to everybody too. It's not just restricted to people that live in Canada. So we're actually expecting a lot of international players coming down, and we'll be handling all the fighting game tournament stuff there. So Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7. Dragon Ball Fighters, and we're also going to be doing a side tournament for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultra Street Fighter 4. And then lastly, June the 1st is our Tekken World Tour Challenger event qualifier, which is going to be called Electric Clash. We're having that at Waves E-Gaming. It's a one-day event on June the 1st, as I mentioned before. And yeah, it's just like a 3D fighting game tournament. So there's literally no anime, no Capcom, just straight 3D fighting game. So we got obviously Tekken 7 with the challenger event. So there's going to be a lot of points. So basically, if you get I think top 4 or top 8, you will be receiving a lot of points that will go on towards the leaderboards for the finals. Um, Along with that too, we got Soul Calibur 6, and we're also doing Dead or Alive 6. And lastly, the final game that we'll be doing for Electric Clash will be Virtual Fighter 5. And yeah, that's basically it.
Damn. Yeah, so that's a lot of stuff coming out. So that's Electric Flash. That was on June the 1st, you said, right?
Yes.
And then that was Get on My Level, May 17th to May 19th. Electric
Yes.
Clash is the one-day tournament.
That's right. Funny enough, actually, sorry to cut you off. It was funny because we were just talking about combo breakers. So both of my events, they literally are squished right in between combo breakers. So Get on My Level is from May 19th
Oh,
to
the
May
weekend
7th.
before, and then Combo
Yeah,
Breaker is like the weekend.
in the
Wait,
middle,
wait, 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 wait. So June 1st, that's
the week
that's
right
a
after
Sunday or a
VP.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's the weekend right after combo breaker.
Oh, okay. The Combo Breaker is on the 25th.
Yeah.
Anime North weekend.
So just imagine that I'm gonna be at 3 different tournaments, all like 3 weeks, back to back to back.
Yeah, at least 2 of them are in town. But that one week where you're gonna go from Combo Breaker back to Toronto, that's gonna be a long week.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be long, but you know what? I'm about it. That's why I was thinking about actually flying down. I don't think I'm gonna drive down there. My body, I don't think will want to
Yeah, you
do
gotta
it.
do what's like you gotta make the decision that's best for you, like most comfortable for you, because like
Yeah,
you're gonna feel it in the long run, you know.
for sure,
Hmm.
most definitely.
Yeah. So
All right.
thank you guys for enjoying episode 43 of the Plus Ultra podcast. We will be back same time next week. We're starting a little earlier now, 7 o'clock, just because when we can get that time out and we can get the night done quicker, we have more time to do other stuff. So thank you
That
for
is very
enjoying
true.
the
Yep.
podcast. I know I said the last show was going to be on Spotify, but I to be honest, I forgot. It was
Life
like, a
comes
lot
at you
going on.
fat. It's okay. So
But I will make time and I'll be putting them on Spotify because I still save them and I have them saved on my hard drive. So, yeah, thank you guys for enjoying the podcast and take care. See you again next week.
Peace.